Okay, looks like we're live. Fantastic. Just changed my music track. What will we listen to? That one. Okay. Those watching on the replay, thanks so much for joining. Got a few changes to the studio. So previously I was painting this way. And I'll see if I can get a can we get a sort of a shot maybe? Okay. So my desk is just behind this painting. And so I've set up a work table. This is normally my framing table. And this is where my workbench is for painting. But it was just too much. And it's just a bit cramped. So here we go. This is a better shot of the pan pastels being used. Talk about this painting. So I've got a little reference photo on the side, and let's see if we can bring up the big one. Okay, so beautiful photo from pixels.com, and I plan on doing a series of these underwater romance shots. It'll look a little different on the screen from the painting here, because I've got studio lights, which I'll just turn off for a sec. So what I've got is quite darker. Turn that back on. Maybe that one too. So the studio lights will change the colours, and I may green this up a bit more. So I'm working on pastel matte, and I originally laid in a black gouache for darks, because this is, you'll see this is the paper here. It's sort of a cream paper. Actually, the quality of pastel matte's not as good as it used to be. It's a bit disappointing. Still lovely paper. Let's just turn that down a bit. Still lovely paper. Oh, hello, Gigi. But, I'm finding I've got a lot of scratch marks on this, which is really irritating. Gigi, those colours are gorgeous. Thank you. Lovely to see you. Well, see you in the chat anyway. That's really nice. So, what am I going to do? I've been working on the dress, and I've been using a collection of, let's hold it up over here, collection of pastel pencils of all various types. The Giocondo is a lovely brand. They call them Kohinoors, which I'd forgotten is a diamond from India. But Giocondo is the brand. along with some Derwents, my raspberry and crimson, pastel, what are they called? Pit pastels? Faber-Castell, is it? They might be Faber-Castell. Yeah. And classic carbothellos. Just so it's starting to blend in quite nice. I did put down my underlay of pan pastels, but because I've got a lot of detail, and her leg, so this is her backside, and then we've got a thigh coming through, and her legs actually heading up that way as she's sort of swimming in to kiss him. I need to start thinking about doing some undercolours for that leg. So I much appreciate my new setup because it's just so much easier for me to, get to my pan pastels. You see the floating and suspension they are experiencing underwater. Thank you, Gigi. Let me bring up my image. I've been working from both the black and white and colour image, because the black and white enables me to see the values much more clearly, where the lights and darks are going to be. So, and I need to get I need to make a wee hood, I think, for my I'm just looking for an applicator. I might use this one. I need to make a hood for my monitor because I've just got too much glare. What I'll do today is I'm not going to do a big session, but it's been a while since I was streaming. It's been 10 days. I needed time to just paint. I wasn't even recording myself. Sometimes just got to get back into that flow. Yeah, I think I'll do an underlay of your leg. I think this is a ochre. Yes, yellow ochre extra dark. Now I have got a new ochre, which we haven't opened. So let's do an unboxing of that. I can... Ooh, maybe I'll get foiled by the paper. Oh, there it is. I did this once on a video. I tried unboxing something, got completely stumped by the cardboard box. They'd put the stuff in and it was really embarrassing. Anyway, there's four colours or four tints, four shades to each pan pastel. So let's see if I can see what I'm doing here. So this is yellow ochre on its own, and then it goes down a tint. So that's the tint of yellow ochre. Or you can go up to a shade, and then from a shade you go to an extra dark. So you get four shades to play with. And in my pastels, so I've been using some pastels on this as well. So let's see if I got some I can show you. Oh, it's starting to fall apart. I keep them in so this is cerulean blue, and it says tint 2, and this was a Winsor Newton pastel, and they came in 5 tints, which was fantastic. It's such a shame they don't make those anymore. Anyway, I'm just going to do here in where's my picture gone? Cute. I just need to get some shades in. Because she's underwater, nothing will be as it seems, so I suspect when it comes to doing her hands, skin, we're going to just keep using that ochre. So I need to, once as a base layer, once I start spreading it around, it's best to stick to it. Anyway, I forget the name of the, see if I can find the name of the artist or photographer for this. Polina, is it? No, it's Victoria Strelka. Victoria Strelka. She's number 3 on Pixels for, you know, everyone's got leaderboards these days. It's gonna come. Just try and see. Having the grey image is quite helpful, but it doesn't always tell me the truth either. This sort of comes more over to, yeah. Just map that in. Otherwise I'll forget. So she's got a she's got this unusual dress on which looks to me like velvet in parts, and then it sort of floats across her body, and it's quite transparent, which is always exciting to try and paint. something transparent. Just get some. This is permanent. So this is a new one I got too. So I had missed the shades. I had extra darks and tints, and this is the permanent red shade. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. It matches quite closely with the um, raspberry of the Derwent. So that's really helpful. When I started doing the sea, I mean, they're probably in a swimming pool or an aquarium or something like that. But when I started doing that, my word, that was hard. Wasn't sure I was going to get the colours at all. And I'm still not that happy, but I'm going to be doing a few of these pictures for this Carpety Arts Trail that I'll be in later this year. I'm trying to get through 20 paintings. Let's just check my but I fell in love with this couple. Of course, Gigi, you've seen me do dances before, so I guess you're aware that I'm a romantic at heart for painting. Just try and get that leg muscle shape. This problem at the moment is with a challenge. Often I find now in paintings, especially one like this, um, there's a ton of little shapes. You're trying to find those shapes, and it's kind of connect the dots, find where the shape belongs, and give it a home. It was quite nice to get back on the pastel pencils. back to that wee bit there. Okay, what's this one? It's looking pretty worn, but we might get a bit of action out of it. A little bit of pan pasteling today. Um, so I've been mainly doing pencil work the last couple of hours. And the beauty of pan pastel is just it's more loose. And when you pastel pencils, I tighten right up on, and physically as well. The pan pastels just let you loosen up the shoulders. And here, I've already got, as I said, the black gouache as an underpainting. And I suppose if I'd done the gouache really well, I could have just left the gouache as is. But I want them to be blues and purples. Now these magnets, just help the paper to. It's got a tendency to curl, and I don't like. A lot of people just use tape the edges of their paper to the board, and there's good reason for that because the paper curls. But I've sort of stopped doing that because I paint right to the edge anyway. And when it gets framed, it's only about 3 or 4 mil from the edge that you don't see. And so I just don't want those tape marks. So I just have to put up with using things like magnets. And I didn't do a stream of the doing the water because it just, I suppose it's a bit like this. I shouldn't probably be doing this right now. I should do something more interesting for you, but I thought I wanted to share what I'm working on. So we'll just do a short stream because I'm really just colouring in my guy, and I'm using a phthalo blue, extra dark. For the side of him as a base layer. And his lower leg, this one down here, is done using Payne's Grey, which is a beautiful blue grey. And also an extra dark. To the and what happens with pastel is it's such a light medium. It's beautiful. It's just dry watercolor, not dry watercolor, dry oil paints. That's what it's like. It's got the color intensity of fresh oils without having to varnish it at the end. But because it's so light, it's hard to get a really strong dark. And so that's why I've taken to doing an underpainting of gouache. Or using a black paper to do my paintings on because I quite like having that black. Come down to, she's got a sleeve somewhere around there. What turquoise, of course. So you've got an underpainting, but you've still got to use colours to create your vibe. Yeah, I just want to fix up that little bit around there. Um, get some cloudy stuff going on. Sometimes there's nothing for it, but use your finger. He says. This water's been a heck of a thing to in a torment. I'm just getting there. It's only really just blocked in on the water. Feels a bit heavy to me. Feels a bit heavy to me. And sometimes, let me just find my applicator. Sometimes you just got to knock stuff back. And that's part of the journey with pen pastel. Where is it? Suppose you'll do. You'll do. Don't feel that every mark you've put down is permanent. Sometimes a mark just, it wasn't the right thing. So just knock off a few layers there. Some green. So, still a little busy. Just there we go. Probably use a bit of pencil to do a final touch on this seascape anyway, because I want to get a bit more delineation and the how the light is doing that sort of breakup underwater. I'm not sure what you call those sort of reflections. They are very beautiful. Let's turn that around. So what do I need to do on this painting? Well, I need to do need to sort of keep working on his leg. And this is going to be, I will have other colours in here, but there's this bit where she's got her dress has sort of got caught a little bit between his leg, and I can't quite tell. I think her top, so her torso might be coming down to here, and her torso in my reference is this beautiful violet colour. So I want to capture that. There's these little bits of light. I need to sort of discover along his leg as well. Anyway, here we go. I thought I'd just jump online and do a quick stream of the painting in action, and the next time I jump on, we'll hope that this part of her is done, and I might do something a bit more interesting for a stream and do their hair. I need to fill that in. It's a kind of it's a hard one for me to stream because it's got so much detail in it. I end up being right in the picture frame, and that's no good for anyone because you don't want to see the back of my bald head or balding head. So, Gigi, thank you so much for joining. I hope you feel inspired to go do some of your own painting. And I look forward to seeing everyone again soon with more work or a fresh painting underway. But for now, thanks for joining me on the journey.